Welcome back to the channel, and today right now I want to give you some tips and tricks about Destruction All-Stars that I wish I had known before I started playing, and a lot of them are very simple, very easy. You can see a list of contents right here on screen right now. If you want to jump to any of those categories, check out the video description for timestamps. If this helps, hit the like button, subscribe, all that kind of YouTube stuff. Leave a comment, tell me what you think down below. If there's any things that I've missed or other tips that you think are helpful, please let me know down below in the comments. So first and foremost, muting in-game chat. Now, I've seen people ask this on Twitter, I've seen people ask it in comments, I've seen people even making Reddit forum threads on this topic, because the PlayStation 5, while this is easily activated to mute game chat, it's really just not in-game. It's to do with the actual PlayStation itself. So when you're loading up into a game on multiplayer, you go Mayhem, Gridfall, Carnado, Stockpile, whichever one you choose. When you get into the game, you can have a look at all the characters. Now, the characters are grayed out for a certain amount of time until all the players are connected. Once everybody is connected and the game is ready to go, the grayed out pictures become colorized. This is the moment when you've joined game chat. So when you see color pop into the character selection screen, press your PS button and it will bring up a whole bunch of cards, and the latest card will be the voice chat of the game that you're in. All you need to do is press square and mute it. You have to do this every single game you go into, because every single game is basically a new game chat. So it is easy and quick to do. It's just a little bit silly that it's not actually in game. You have to do it through the PlayStation settings. Next up, this one really frustrated me for a long time because I didn't know what I was doing wrong. Every time I started a game, people always got to all of the cars way before I did, and I couldn't figure out why. And the answer is rolling, evading. So once you start the game and you load in with your character, you have a little dance off on the little podium up top, and then everybody runs forward and it counts 3, 2, 1, and all of them jump off and land on the floor. Now, what I was doing was basically just landing on the floor and running forward and trying to jump into the car. But that is not the most efficient way to do it, and a lot of people will always beat you to the cars. The best way to do it is, as you're about to hit the floor, after you jump off the podium, you need to roll forward, take about 2 steps and jump, and then press triangle while you're in midair, and more than likely you will land in one of the cars. Now, it may not seem like a big deal, but if you look at the video right now popping up on screen, you can see that both of them time together at the exact same time. You reach the car slightly faster when you roll first. Okay, but don't fear if you miss out on a car, because people really underestimate being on foot in this game. Yes, you can't kill anyone, you can barge and kick people if you wish, even though it's very hard to do. But around the map are collectibles that will really help you with your score and improving in the game in general, and just, you know, not having to rely on a car. So the little pink shards that you run around collecting, they build up your breaker meters. You will always get your character meter first, way before you get your vehicle first. Now, the character meter allows you to run faster, it allows you to double jump, as well as having unique abilities for each individual characters. But having that double jump is very, very useful, because there are other collectibles around the map which usually require a double jump. So you use your character breaker to be able to get to these collectibles. First and foremost, you have these blue shards, which basically give you a full breaker on your vehicle, so you can summon your vehicle in straight away. The footage you're seeing in the background, you can see just from when I started the match to when I got my car, how quick and easy it was. The second thing that you can collect, which you will also see on screen right now, is a little blue canister, and basically this is a multiplier to your score. So if you run into the map, collect all your pink shards, get a vehicle breaker, and then find this multiplier, every single hit, damage, vehicle wreck, annihilation, anything you do will be doubled. And I think a lot of people don't realize this actually even exists in the game. So if you run through, get your vehicle breaker, get this collectible, call your vehicle in and start smashing people up, you are going to get a lot of score very, very quickly. And the last thing, in each and every map, every time you play, there are hidden shards, yellow shards, and they're usually hidden away, obviously, because they're hidden shards. But, you know, you need to double jump and you need to find them. And I think there's 2 mostly on most maps every time you play. And collecting these gives you the ability to unlock some calling card backgrounds where you need to collect these hidden shards in every game until you get the required amount for each calling card. And the last thing I'll talk about here is actually trying to hijack a car. A lot of people don't realize how to do this. So what they'll do is they'll run at a car that's coming towards them and they'll jump up in the air to try and land on top. This is not how you do it. When you jump, it cancels out the ability to be able to hijack. If you look on screen right now, you can see my character with yellow lightning bolts above their head. That is telling you to dodge and evade. This is the moment you need to press your circle button to dodge. Now, if you do it at the correct time, your character will kind of jump up into the air and float. But immediately after you press the circle button on these yellow bolts, hit the triangle button and you will land on a car that is coming towards you, and then you just need to hijack it by pressing square or circle, and then you can either wreck it or take it over. You also don't need to press triangle after. You can just press the circle and it's a skill evade. You get 2 points and the car just misses you basically, and it's better than just jumping, because jumping you don't get any points for. But ultimately what you need to do to hijack a car is dodge first and then press triangle. So you'll just dodge and jump onto the car and be able to hijack them. And last but certainly not least, I wanted to very briefly cover KOs, wrecks, and annihilations. Now, I've seen people asking about this too. How do I annihilate rival cars? Now, rival cars generally, especially with the challenges, is just another car in a match, and getting an annihilation seems like it's pretty much just random. But if you use certain abilities on certain cars, like let's say Blue Fang's vehicle breaker, you just basically cut through people and destroy them. That counts as an annihilation. The actual ways to get each of these is simple. A KO is basically just killing an enemy, a player that's running around on foot. If you run them over, you will get a KO. A KO also counts within cars. If your character is low health and someone crashes into you, they can actually kill you but not wreck the car. That's very, very rare though. But basically a KO is killing a human player enemy. A wreck is basically when you totally destroy somebody's car but the player escapes, or it doesn't kill them instantly. They get knocked out of their car while you're destroying it and they can run off and get another car. But it's basically totaling and destroying a car, and only the car. And annihilation is both of these things put together, where you completely destroy the car and also kill the person inside the car in one swift movement. Now, the best way to get an annihilation is to bring a car down to relatively low health. If you're playing against AI trying to get these challenges done, they usually won't jump out of their car unless their car's just literally on its last legs. But if they've got a very small amount of health, they will still drive around. So you leave them with a tiny bit of health, you back all the way off, you drive somewhere else, and then you just fly into them and destroy them, and you'll go through them and you'll kill the person inside too. Or if you really want to have quick luck and get this done very fast, use Blue Fang with his vehicle breaker, the one with the big saw blades on the front. You will just go through people and you will annihilate them because it cuts the car up and cuts them up too. And that's it, just a few tips and tricks to make you enjoy this game even more. I hoped they helped. If they did, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff if you wish to. Thank you for watching. I have been easynow. You guys have been awesome.